Hey folks, it's time for Isaac's Saturday race tips. Today I look at races taking place at Caulfield, Kembla Grange and a couple at Belmont in Western Australia. Just quickly before we get into any races and race tips, to some news now. Jockeys Jamie Carr, Ben Melham, Ethan Brown and Celine Gaudry have all been suspended until after November 25. The jockeys can resume riding at trials jump outs after September 9. These four jockeys got together at a gathering in Mornington at an Airbnb. They got fined $5,000 for breaching the COVID-19 restrictions, and they've been suspended. And it's a shame because I look at jockeys, the two mainly Jamie Carr and Ben Melham. They had a huge spring up ahead for them, and it was going to be fantastic to see them ride these wonderful horses. But that's taken away from them, and rightly so. They shouldn't have broken the rules, and break the rules, you got to pay the consequences in the end, and it's really unfortunate. Let's go into the races now. Let's start off at Caulfield. Race 2 is the Volvo Cars Briding Handicap. It's an 1100 metre. Now, I've got number 3, Destination, Barrier 4, Damien Oliver on board, and it's currently backed at $7. Or I've also chucked in number 7, Zorro's Dream, Barrier 3, Willie Price on board, currently back at $10, and both of these horses are coming off really nice wins. If I needed to choose a winner, I'd go with Zorro's Dream, I think Zorro's been, before that, last start with that win, he's been more consistent, a bit more, up to good form, whereas Destination is a bit up and down, so Zorro's Dream is my top pick for race 2 at Caulfield. Race 4 is the Group 3 HDF McNeil Stakes. It's a 1200 metre. I've only got the one selection in this, and it's number 2, General Bow, Barrier 1, Damien Lane on board, currently back to $3.90. Now, most wins that General Bow has had have been with Jamie Carr, but with Damien Lane on board, in its last start, it came second, so that form's starting to build up really nicely, and hopefully Damien Lane and General Bow can get the win today. Race 5 is the Group 3 McAfee the House 1100 Stakes. I've got number 1, Masked Crusader. Now, you look at the form, Masked Crusader's in Barrier 10. It's the favourite at 170. Jai McNeil's on board, so hopefully Jai can get a nice win today. But Masked Crusader, I feel like it's been a bit inconsistent, and yes, it's at 170, but maybe that should be a $2.50 chance. I'm not sure, folks, because it's been inconsistent, and I think a horse that can cause an upset and beat Masked Crusader is number 8, Spaceboy, Barrier 3, Craig Newitt in the saddle, and Spaceboy's backed at $11. But I would expect Spaceboy, a horse like that, to be at the $6 mark currently. During the day, hopefully the punters show a bit more love for Spaceboy. But hey, if it stays at $11 and it gets a nice win, happy days. You've got a nice win there on Spaceboy number 8 in race 5. Race 6 is the Group 3 Cochrane Stakes, 1200 metre. It's one of the biggest races of the day. I've got number 2, Instant Celebrity, Barrier 3, Craig Williams on board. It's currently back to $4. Now, she's travelling well. It's as simple as that. She is really, she's a wonderful horse. And with Craig Williams, Craig knows this horse inside and out. It's just that duo, it's just that bond that the horse and jockey have. And it's really strong between Instant Celebrity and Craig Williams. Hopefully they can get a win. I think number 4, Rich Hips, who's in Barrier 5, Luke Curry on board, and is currently backed at $12. I think it can cause an upset. Her last win was at this track in February, and when she won the Premier Signs Mannerism Stakes. So Rich Hips might cause an upset. I left this horse out. I just wanted to mention it. Number 1, Probabile. It's the favourite. Probably go well, but I'm sticking with number 2 and 4. Hopefully a Quinella there. Race 7 is the listed Tile Importer Heatherleye Stakes. It's a 1700 metre. I've got number 2, Angel of Truth, who's in Barrier 5, currently backed at $5. Its last start came second at Caulfield in the PB Lawrence Stakes. Angel of Truth, she's a wonderful horse, and I'm sure she can get a placing today, or maybe even the win. I think number 5, Miami Bound, who's in Barrier 8, Brett Preble on board. Currently back at $14. I think the punters are going to show a bit more love for this horse throughout the day. So hopefully Miami Bound can get the win and cause a huge upset in race 7. Race 8 is the biggest race of the day for me. It's the Group 1 Memsie Stakes. It's a 1400 metre. Listen carefully, folks. I've got number 2, Behemoth. Barrier 8, Brett Preble in the saddle. Currently back to $3.80. Maybe back to back. Obviously, it won the Memsie Stakes last year. What a win that was. I've also chucked in number 3, Streets of Avalon. Barrier 9, Dean Yandel in the saddle. It's currently back at $17, so a huge roughie there with Streets of Avalon. It's quite a long shot. But the winner that I have chosen, and I've said this throughout the last week or two, is number 10, Tafane. Barrier 4, Craig Williams in the saddle. Currently back to $3.70. It is the favourite. I was hoping it would be at a $6 mark or $7 mark, but a lot of punters are showing a lot of love. That's my trifecta. 2, 3, and 10, but the other way around. So I think number 10, Tafane, will win. Streets of Avalon second. And the big boy, Behemoth, will finish third. It's going to be a ripper of a race. So I can't wait for that. Race 9 is the Ned's Filter Form Handicap. It's a 1400 metre. The last one at Caulfield. I've got number 11, Ayrton. Barrier 9, John Allen on board. It's the favourite at $2.15. Ayrton's been fantastic this season. But I think a huge upset might be caused by number 15, Imperial Lad. Barrier 11, currently back at $11. Theodore Nugent on board, and it's been up to good form, Imperial Lad. So I'm leaning towards him to cause an upset. Let's move off quickly to Kembla Grange. Race 2 is a midway handicap. It's a 1300 metre. I've got number 4, Lord Zoolander. Barrier 12, Tommy Berry on board. Currently backed at $9.50. Its last win was in July, so it's been okay. Race 4 is the NSW ROA Trophy. It's a 2,000 metre. I've only got the one selection in this one again, and it's number 3, La Chevalier. Barrier 11, currently back to $6.50. Tim Clark in the saddle. It's coming off a little spell for 4 weeks, so hopefully La Chevalier picks up her form and goes well. Race 6 is the Domenico Stakes. It's an 1100 metre. I've got number 1, Stay Inside, Barrier 6, Tommy Berry on board. Currently backed at $2.15 as your favourite. It's likely to win. I've chucked in number 8, In the Congo, Barrier 3, Tim Clark on board, and it's currently backed at $7.50. It is a bit of a long shot in this race. It's likely that Stay Inside's going to win because it is the favourite. It's been up to fantastic form, and it's used to races like this. But never underestimate In the Congo. I think maybe an upset is brewing. Race 7 is the Premier's Cup. It's a 2,000 metre. I've only got the one selection. Throughout Kembla Grange, I've pretty much only chosen one horses in the races. I've got number 13 in this one, Heart of Poissons. Barrier 1, currently back to $3.60 as the favourite. Kieran McAvoy on board. Hopefully Kieran McAvoy has a great day on the track. I think he can get a couple wins. Hopefully he gets a nice one on Heart of Poissons. Quickly to Belmont in Western Australia. I only look at the 2 races. Race 5 is the Graduation Handicap. I've picked number 1, Blazing Billy. Barrier 1, Willie Pike on board. It is the favourite at $3, so pretty good odds there. Race 8 is the Idyllic Prince Stakes. I've got number 1, Newf Bosk. Barrier 3, at $12 currently, so really good odds. A bit of a long shot though. So I'm also looking at number 6, Tell 'em We're Coming. Barrier 5, currently back to $5.50. Good odds there. Good race there. It's going to be a fantastic day of racing. It's as simple as that. Caulfield, huge day on the track. You've got the McNeil Stakes, the Cochrane Stakes, and then the Memsie Stakes, the biggest race of the day for me. Folks, if you are taking a punt, all the best to you. Good luck, and as always, gamble responsibly.